Best friend, what in the Ozempic is going on here? Girl, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea every single day, honey. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, girl, you have found me. So why don't you grab a snack and a drink, hit that subscribe button, best friend. Cause girl, we gotta talk about the Kardashians. The Kardashians, bitch. There's just something about these damn Kardashians, girl. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the fucking to tell you, bitch. Hi guys. Girl, listen, I'm on something. You guys know, right? Like when you know what you're gonna have for dinner and you're so excited that like you're just in a good mood, bitch. I'm like hippie-yay, bitch. I'm like, girl, I'll even be nice to oh no, I have to, girl. She's pregnant. Girl, listen. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Sebastian. I spill pop culture tea every day. And we gotta talk about the Kardashians, honey. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are less than 500 messy besties subscribers from 70K. 70. I cannot even believe that I'm saying those words, best friend. I can't. I can't. I'm so grateful. All right, so we got to talk about the Kardashians and their unrealistic beauty standard, best friend, because they are getting on my last two nerves. And listen, they're like this, my last two nerves, bitch. They're in need of Xanax, a hug, melatonin, a fucking hug from Paul Rudd. Ooh! Anyways, girl. So Kim Kardashian and Khloe Kardashian are getting called out this week for being allegedly toxic about their bodies. And actually, Kourtney is often being applauded because of her body positivity. So Kim Kardashian went to the Met Gala and her waist was literally non-existent, okay? It said goodbye. It was at a business sale. It said, bitch, I'm going to Disney. You do whatever you want to do, girl. And ever since the Marilyn Monroe dress at the Met Gala, there's been a lot of things being said about Kim Kardashian, basically the diet that she was allegedly on, best friend. So she did go on this very crazy diet when she went and wore the Marilyn Monroe dress to the Met Gala, and she got very heavily criticized for such unhealthy habits, promoting unhealthy habits. And then she, this year she did kind of the same shape, but she kind of shrank her waist so small that people are like, girl, what is happening? So first of all, let's go back a little bit. Take a look at the Marilyn Monroe diet, okay?
I tried it on and it didn't fit me. And so I looked at them and I said, give me like 3 weeks. And I had to lose 16 pounds down today to be able to fit this. But it was such a challenge. It was like a roll.
Right.
I was determined. I was determined to fit it.
When you put your mind to something, you were like eating tomatoes.
I don't think they believe me. I don't think they believed that I was going to do it. And I did it.
You did it.
Okay, let's talk about Kim Kardashian's crazy diet she followed in order to fit this dress for the Met Gala. So long story short, Kim Kardashian wanted to wear Marilyn Monroe's dress for the Met Gala, but she couldn't fit in the dress, so she had to lose 16 pounds in 3 weeks. In order to do that, she had to wear a sauna suit 2 times a day, do a ton of cardio, and cut out all carbs and sugar from her diet. Just to put things in perspective, a healthy weight loss is between 1 and 2 pounds per week. So losing 16 pounds in 3 weeks means she must have lost around 5 pounds per week, which is absolutely insane. Now, this is the pure definition of toxic diet culture, and it screams nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, which basically says that looking good or being skinny is more important than having a healthy relationship with food. Now, the issue I have with this is the fact that she's publicly admitting that she had to starve herself for the sake of an event in order to wear a dress only for a couple of hours. So, is it worth it? I don't know. And I don't think it's something to be proud of or that should be admired. It's just so frustrating to see this because there's so many influencers out here who are trying their best every day to help people overcome their eating disorders and develop a healthier relationship with food and exercise and actually move away from diet culture. But as a celebrity who has millions of followers and young girls who look up to her, glamorizing a crash diet in order to fit a dress, I don't know, it just feels like a step back in all of this.
All right, best friend. So I just wanted to fill you in on that one. So I will tell you this, best friend. The fact that they have such a public life And they are so everywhere. Because, I mean, the Kardashians are everywhere, bitch. You know, I mean, girl, anywhere you turn, there's Kris Jenner, girl. Let me tell you something. Kris Jenner, girl, I don't know when's the last time she had a night of sleep, bitch. Because the way this woman works, the way she's always promoting these girls, the way that these girls have so much drama. I'm like, girl, listen, Kris Jenner, she needs a melatonin, okay? The bitch needs to sleep a little bit. Give her a chamomile, okay? Well, listen, you know, the way that they're so public, they have been doing their reality show, I think it's like 21, 22 seasons now. And with their reality show, we've seen them all kind of change, you know? And they've always had this thing about, you know, being kind of obsessed with working out, with always looking, you know, the best and aesthetically perfect. And growing up, I've always shared that I've never seen anyone like me on TV, right? And I do think that in Hollywood, there is this crazy beauty standard that is non-existent, because on top of them setting this beauty standard, they don't really tell you how they got there. So they'll say it's yoga, they'll say it's Pilates, they'll say it's, you know, I cut out this and I cut out that. But most likely, the bitch went under. The bitch got a surgery. You know, you have all these trainers, private chefs, you're on these crazy ass diets, you're starving yourself, you know what I mean? So they're not transparent with that, right? And Kim Kardashian is getting called out once again for this year's Met Gala because of that. And, you know, there's not a word about any kind of diets or anything, but it's obvious that she had to shed a lot of weight for this outfit. Listen, you guys know how I feel. I'm like, you do you, boo. You want to be skinny as a needle, do you? If you want to, you know, eat and not worry about your weight, do you? But I will tell you, the way that I, you know, think in my head, I never want to judge anybody's bodies. And I never really think that it's nobody's business. But when you are in the public eye, unfortunately, you do have a responsibility, because you have a lot of people looking up, you know, looking up to you. And you are setting these crazy standards without being transparent. And Kim constantly gets called out for this. And I think that it's important, you know, let's say that it really is hard work, and let's say that she is at the gym, let's say that, but be transparent with, you know, saying this might not be the best for me, for you. You know, I'm going to do it. I want to fit into this dress. This, you know, being fashionable is a lot more important for me than my own health, whatever, right? Khloe Kardashian is another example of her getting called out because she recently sat and did an interview about how she slimmed down 80 pounds after her pregnancy. Now, I feel like if you're going to be in the public eye and you're going to open up about it, you know, try and be as real as possible. But people are calling her out because they believe she's lying about her sudden weight loss. She basically said that she cut out all sodas. She said, little by little, I would cut things out. I would do that for a week and then cut out one other thing because I realized I did every diet under the sun when I was younger. She continued to say, it took me a long time to train myself. When I got pregnant with True, I was 204 pounds when I delivered. At the time, the mom of two were called asking herself, how am I going to do this again? AKA, you know, losing weight. She said, it took so many years to do it to do the first time, but because I had all the tools in my toolbox, I knew what to do, and I actually lost my pregnancy weight much faster than I did my regular fat weight. She said, I was so proud of myself, I did it twice. She now weighs 123 pounds. She says that for years, she was stuck in a toxic cycle about being an emotional eater and choosing junk food and then crying over her choices. She said, I was sad, so I needed the ice cream again. It was this crazy repeat cycle. She continues to say, it took years for me. I've always been chubby, like athletic. I've always played sports. I was never in shape. My thing is more the food because I have the determination. So I had to retrain my mind as to what I could eat and what I couldn't eat. If I'm getting ready for a shoot, I'll do Pilates and my workouts. She continues to say that she would indulge in a large pizza back in the day and eat the whole pizza. And now she, will have one or two slices because her brain has been retrained to not follow those toxic cycles anymore. I will tell you this, best friend. I feel like the reason she's getting called out is because of Ozempic. I think that, because 90% of Hollywood is on Ozempic, I think that, people are just not believing people's journeys anymore. So you could think about it like, well, that's a personal problem. Or you could think about it like, how different of an interview would it have been if she would have been talk a little bit more real, not just say, when I have a shoot, I'll do Pilates or I retrain my brain. Like, tell us how, right? Say like, listen, I wanted to try Ozempic, but bitch, I got too nauseous, all right? So what I did was every week I would eat a little bit less than this. I love my pizza, so I went from a whole pizza to 4 slices, to 2 slices, then to 1 slice. But let me tell you guys, it's hard as fuck, and you're gonna fail many, many times. But listen, these are the books that helped me. These are the mantras that helped me. And, say in a world full of Ozempic, I promise you I didn't do it. But if you want to follow my journey, I'll do a video about all the tips and tricks that I used. Do you know what I mean? And acknowledge. But listen, it also helps, of course. I have a personal trainer who comes to my, to my home every day. I wake up at 6 a.m. Personal trainer comes. I have, massages, weight loss massages. I have a private chef. So it's easier for me. But for all the working, 9 to 5 people out there, like what you could do is maybe like when you get home from work, you could do this and you can pack this lunch and you can do this. Do you know what I mean? Be more real, be more relatable, and then you won't get called out for being, setting a crazy ass standard of, of this beauty that is just impossible if you don't have the means that they do. Now, listen, I know somebody who has 2 jobs and goes to the gym every single damn day, okay? And they have a rockin' body, all right? And they live literally paycheck to paycheck. So yeah, of course it's possible. And of course there's willpower, right? I was 300 pounds in COVID time. I'm, a lot less. I'm on a weight loss journey. But I will tell you this, best friend, that if I would have been on Ozempic, I would have told you. I was on Wegovy for a month. I already told you guys that, right? I was on Wegovy for a month, but bitch, it was not for me, girl. I got so sick. It was not for me. So I stopped. And the way that I have been losing weight is just kind of like, I do my walks, not every day. Like, I think the past month I've only been on 1 walk, if I'm being very honest. I think the thing that helped me was that I just don't buy like cravings. You know what I mean? Like snacks and stuff. I just don't buy them in my home. Because if I have them, I'ma fucking eat them. And then I deleted Postmates and Uber Eats from my phone. Because what I used to do, best friend, is that I would go on Postmates and I would scroll all the restaurants and I would build up like a meal. And I would build it up and I would what is it called? Salvatate or whatever the fuck. And all of this and all of that and all of this. And then I would never order anything. Or then I would watch like mukbangs, which is our eating shows, right? I would just watch people eat and watch people eat. So, I had a very unhealthy relationship with food. So now I'm trying to, get better. But, I'm like 75 pounds than when I was in COVID. So I still have ways to go, but whatever. It's not like my biggest priority, right? But I just feel like celebrities, especially the Kardashians, having access to so many people, I just feel like it would be so much more, it would be so refreshing to see them just talk so real. It'd be so refreshing for Kim to say, look, I did this crazy ass diet that I don't recommend. I really needed to fit into this Met Gala dress, and it is what it is. It's a horrible example for my children, but this is the last time I'm going to do it. Admit to it. And the people will be like, yeah, I've been there, done that. Like, I had my high school reunion and I wanted to shed some weight. So, I only ate the cabbage soup for a week. We've all done crazy shit. We've all done crazy diets. So it'd just be so cool for the, for the transparency. I think that's the whole point of it. And I think they wouldn't be getting called out if they were so, ugh. You are beautiful. If you want to change your body, change it for you. Don't change it for nobody else, all right? We've all done crazy diets. They never work. The best thing you can do is to understand that relationship you have with food. Because, for example, I have body dysmorphia. I have binge eating. I have it all, girl. So I will tell you this, best friend, the first thing you want to do is heal up here. And then it will continue to what you consume and, you know, the rest of your thing. But if you're happy with the way you are and people around you are telling you to change, don't change. As long as you're living for you, you got it, bitch, okay? I love you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.